confirm quickly. Right. Right, ma'am. Good. Very nice. Good response from all of you. Yes. Now we will move forward. Yes, ma'am. I'm fine. All of you good. Right. Nice. So let's move forward. Let's move forward to the further discussion. So with the last class, what we completed? Which topic is completed, guys? Which topic we completed? Functions concept we completed. Functions in that global keyword. Yes, ma'am. So one of our student Sonali, today Sonali birthday. So all of you wish to Sonali. So Sonali from the KVR sir side, happy birthday, many happy returns of the day. Right? So God bless you with good career, good health, good wealth. Thank you. Good day. And we want chocolate from you for all the students in the class. Wish all of them are wishing you Sonali. Right, mom? So all the people want chocolate from you. Okay, very good. So all the birthday wishes are coming to Sonali, right? Right. Right, mom. It's very good. Okay. On behalf of Sonali, I'm telling to all the students, right. Thank you. Thank you for my word. You are wishing the Sonali with good health and wealth. Good. Let's start with the. Okay. Okay. Welcome. Right. Right. Let us start the discussion now. All of you, what is the today's topic? What is the today's topic? All of you, you know what is our today's topic? What is our today's topic? Modules. Super. Remembering like anything. Modules. So we are going to discuss the topic called modules. Sir, what are we going to discuss in the modules, sir? It is our habit. It is our habit to write the index. Let's start with the index. What we are going to learn inside of the modules. Right. Right, ma. Surya, thank you, ma. Let us concentrate, all of you. All of you come to the subject. Come to the subject quickly. Yes, ready? All of you are ready now. Come out, set right all the things. Be concentrated. Now we are going to start about the index. What is the purpose of module? First point is, what is the purpose of modules in real time? Always first purpose, see ma, I am going to say every part of it, purpose I am going to tell you. Purpose of modules, we are going to discuss. What is the definition of module? Definition of module. Definition of modules. Definition of module. Yes. Next we are talking about types of modules. Types of modules. Types of modules. Under that we are going to see predefined modules. Predefined or what? Built-in modules. Built-in modules. Built-in modules. Built-in modules. And the next B is called what, programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules. There is nothing but user defined modules we can call. User defined modules also we can call. So types of modules, predefined or built-in modules, predefined or built-in modules, programmer defined modules. Next we are talking about advantages of module. There is nothing but a purpose only, I will cover it. Next we are talking about how to reuse, reusable techniques to reuse the modules. So syntax for dealing, approaches, now I am writing, approaches to reuse modules, approaches to reuse modules, approaches to reuse modules. It's a very, very easy topic, because already we learned one powerful concept called functions we learned. Approaches to reuse modules. Approaches to reuse modules. There I am talking about import approach. Under that various approaches are there. B, one more is called from import, from ... import. That is called another approach. Next we are talking about next we are talking about next we are talking about reloading a module, reloading a module, reloading a module, reloading a module. That is nothing but we are talking about the reloading a module. And next we are going to start about each and every topic. We are going to start about the programming examples. Programming examples we are going to talk about. This is a topic of our modules topic. Very, very easy. In this today's class only, you will understand like anything. So let us start with this is the 4 hours discussion and you will understand like anything. Let me start with the importance of modules. Right. Dear students, you all answer my question. What is the purpose of functions? What is the purpose of functions, all of you? Quickly, I want to know the answer. Quickly, I want to know the answer. What is the purpose of modules? To perform certain operation and code reusability. Srusti, very good, ma. You gave the first answer very perfectly. To perform certain operation and code reusability. That is the perfect answer. That is called perfect answer. Code reusability. And then we call it as what? Performing the operation is the first one. Code reusability is the second one. Okay, sir, very good. Now I am asking one question here. Look at that. Now I am going to say something like this. Watch it, ma. Watch it. Now I am going to say, take one example. Take one example directly. With the example, I will show you. What I want to show you, what I want to show you through certain example I am going to give you in the class. Let us take like this. In this case, I have one function, ma. What is my function? Def calculate simple interest, simple int, simple interest, calculate, simple interest, int, simple interest. What it is taking, ma? What it is taking? P value, T value, and then R value. Just to see how easy it is. Simple interest is my function, In that, I will calculate normal example, you already know SI is equal to, dear students, SI is equal to P star T star R by 100, P star T star R by 100, P star T star R by 100. Okay. Now, total amount to pay, TOT amount is equal to principal amount plus SI, principal amount plus SI. Now you will print the total report. What is that? Principal amount. Follow my example, follow my case study, which is going to make you to understand why I am going for modules concept. We are going to understand that. Dot format of P, dot format of P, I'm going to say. Next, I'm going to talk about print of time. I'm writing time, dear students. Time is equal to format called T. One more I'm writing interest rate. Rate of interest. I'm writing here, ma'am. Rate of interest. See, students, rate of interest. Okay. Now I will take R. Okay. Now I'm talking about simple interest on the amount. Simple interest. Right? On amount is equal to SI. SI I am saying. SI. Next I am going to talk about total amount to pay. Total amount to pay. Yes. Total amount to pay. That is called what? TOT amount. TOT AMT. Right? Done. This I will print with a full decorated manner. You already know this entire story of it. Okay, right. Now see, guys. Yes, ma, 1 minute. So I'm going to say result. This is called result, right? Result. Now I'm going to say 1 minute, ma, into 50. Yeah, into 50, into 50 here also. Some value, not only 50, some value. Now I'm saying that print result. This I'm just saying. This is just I am saying it. Result \T. Okay, right, nice students. Let us watch this. This is the one I defined it. What is my function name? Some type of calculation. My function, my program name is calculation. Calculation. Calculation dot py. Okay. Now I will write main program. That means function definition will be called by you. This will be executed whenever you call, right or not? This definition will be executed whenever you call it. Correct? Yes, correct. Now, coming to the point of it, save this code, save this code. Let us immediately go to that. Now I am saying here 9 a.m. Now I will create a new topic name that is called modules. New topic name called modules. Inside of it, I am saving my program students. Calculations.py. Let us coming to the command prompt. Let us coming to the command prompt. Okay, so G colon CD KVR Python 9 a.m. modules topic I am going to take. Yeah. Now see Python here py calculations.py. Will you get any output here? Will you get any output here? Never. We never get any output. Because why there is no output here? Why there is no output, dear students? Because it is not going to give you. You are not calling the function. Function call is required. Now see, now I am writing main program. Main program. Now you call it. What is the function name? Calculate simple interest. Calculate simple interest. What are you passing? 1,000 rupees, 2 and then 3. Time is 2 months and the rate of interest is 3. So once you call the function, it will go to where? Function definition and calculating that and printing the result. That means you are calling this result, you are calling the function in the same program. In the same program. Now see the result. I got the result. This is a beautiful result. I got it. Somebody else, you can reuse the same function again. You can reuse the same function again. It is called 10,000. It is called 12 months of time. 12 months of time. It is called 13.25. Second time also you are reusing in the same program. Yes, execute. See that 2 times I got the result. First time when you are calling, somebody called. For second time, somebody called. Second time, somebody called. In my real-time projects, dear students, in my real-time project, this is called a team of people. Team, this is called. So, he is the first person. He is the first person. Who is this? First person. He is the programmer number 1. He is a programmer number 2. He is called programmer number 3. There are 50 to 20 team members are there. And all of them need to calculate what simple interest code they want. Will they ask to write again and again? Will you ask them to write again and again, students? Now I am talking about what? Now I am talking about what? Group of programmers are there. Functions are providing what? Reusability within the same program. Reusability within the same program, dear students. See how beautiful. Functions are meant for performing certain operation. Functions are meant for performing certain operation and provides the code reusability. Where are we reusing the code reusability? Within the same program only. Within the same program only. Now, who is this? He is called SE1. Who is called SE1? SE1. So I am writing dear students. He is called software engineer 1. He is called software engineer 2. He is called software engineer 2. Yes, like that, so many number of software engineers are there. Software engineers are there. Yes, ma Govinda. Exactly. Exactly. Right. Coming to the SE2, SE3, etc. Will you ask them to write each and every person again and again? Never. What we do? We will write the code one time. We will write the code one time and I will make them to do what? Reuse. The code will be reused in this SE1, in this SE2, in this SE3 and in this SE4. In all the places we want to reuse. What is the function name? Simple interest. Calculate simple interest. Simple interest is our function. that simple interest function, not only to reuse within the same program, across the programs I want to reuse. We want a reusability. We want reusability across the programs. Across the programs we want. Across the programs we want. So far, functions are providing what? Reusability within the same program. Within the same program, this is called. Who will provide the reusability within the same program? Functions concept will provide. Who will provide that? Functions concept will provide. Functions concept will provide the reusability within the same program. Unable to provide code reusability, unable to provide code reusability across the programs. Across the programs are unable to provide the code reusability across the programs. In order to provide the code reusability across the programs, we must use the concept of what? We must use the concept of what? Modules. We must use the concept of what? Modules. It is something like our header files in C language. It is something like a packages in Java. Dear students, if you understand me carefully, in our Python programming, what we have, see the level of reusabilities, functions. See, functions, this is functions, provide certain type of reusability. On the top of it, who is there? Modules will be there. On the top of it, who will be there? Modules will be there. On the top of it, who will be there? Packages will be there. On the top of what we discussed so far, functions we discussed. What we discussed so far, functions we discussed. On the top of it, what we are discussing now, modules we are discussing. On the top of packages, on the top of modules, what will be there? Packages will be there. Now we are at the level of what? Modules now. Don't worry, whatever I am talking about this, that you don't worry. Whatever I am explaining, you worry about that. Functions already completed. Once you know functions, you can do wonders in the class. That's it. You keep in mind. Modules are very, very simple. Nothing is there inside of it because everything is functions only. And packages are going to be dead easy. Now I am going to tell you that also. But you take any Python student and they don't know anything about the functions. And they don't know obviously about the modules, packages, and obviously they don't know itself Python itself. Now from now onwards, our expertism will come into the picture. Let us use my expertism. Don't join late to the class. Okay. Anyhow, what is the advantage of modules, ma? Just tell in your words. What do you understand from my explanation? You tell me. Functions provides the code reusability within the program only. Never provides the code reusability across the programs. Right? So code reusability within the program will be provided by functions. If I not able to provide the code reusability across the programs, if I want to get the code reusability across the programs, I must go for the concept of modules. All of you must tell to me, are you able to understand this concept? And once again, I am going to tell you, functions concept makes us to understand how to reuse the functions, how to reuse the code across the programs, and allows us to reuse anywhere else across the programs. Okay, for that we will go for the modules concept. Yes, Matulya, correct. Now I will show you practically. So this is called simply functions. Now I will take calculations. I enjoyed this result. By myself defined and myself seen the result. But now SE1, there is one more software engineer is there. Let me go to the others. See how easy it is. Yes, Omkar, good. So methods, that is called functions. In Python, we call it the functions now. Functions provides the code reusability within the program. Modules provides the code reusability across the programs. See, with the help of you, I am writing SE1.py, SE1.py, software engineer 1.py, software engineer 1.py. Actually, packages in Java is a little difficult. Little difficult. Why we are saying difficult? Na? When something is easiness is coming, we feel that that thing is difficult. When mobile phones are there with pressing the buttons and all, that days we felt that very happy. Because before that landlines were there. So buttons were there. We felt very happy. Later on touch screens came. So the people who are using touch screens, they are feeling more easy than what pressing the buttons. Like that, we are going to use SE1.java, SE1.py. Now they are calling the function. What is the function they are calling? Cal simple interest. Cal simple interest. What are the values they are passing? 2000, something like 4, something like 6 they are passing. What is this one? SE1.py is the same program or a different program? All of you respond to my questions. You just follow me, all of you. Is it the same program or different program? Is it the same program or different program? Different Atulya, same program. Ayyo. Is it the same program? Different program this is. It is a different program this is. In different program, what are we doing? Cal simple interest 2004 and then 6 we are passing. So SE1 software engineer is 1. Atulya, are you getting ma? Different program this is. In different program, I am trying to call the function of what? Previous program. Where is that previous program name? Calculations.py. It is one program saved under one file name, and it is there where SE1.py is a separate file name I am writing. Different programs means different file names. Now you execute. Now you execute. Save this code once again. Save this code SE1.py. SE1.py. You execute py SE1. You will get an error. You will get an error. So the PVM is going to the SE1.program. SE1.program. Now it is going to give you the error. Right? Yes, ma. Different program means a different file name. Different program means a different file name. Because we are all working, all our 200 people are working on the same project. Ma. We are giving different file names. Na? Different file names. See, it is an error. It is an error. Listen, all of you. Mr. Govinda, listen, amma. Listen, don't go for Java kind of things. Try to listen Python as Python only. Govinda, listen my concept, ma. Okay, right. Listen what I am saying. Java is different, Python is different. While I am explaining Python, if you remember Java, it will become Java Python, and there are no such jobs are there. Learn Python. When you are relaxed, try to keep the two notes and compare. See both of them. That will become perfect. So it's a very dangerous. Try to listen. Name. See the error. Py SE1.py is getting immediately an error. Name error. Name. Cal simple interest is not defined. So SE1 is getting a doubt. SE1 is getting a problem. So he is calling the function is getting an error. So to overcome this problem, what SE1 has to do? The SE1 has to do what? Compulsory he has to waste the time of defining this once again. I am talking about only functions. He has to define once again this type of thing. It's a waste of time. Like that, imagine if 100 people want to use the calculate simple interest, 100 times they need to write it. Is it not waste of time? Is it not waste of time, guys? Yes. Rather than that, we are not going to write the code again and again. Rather than that, what we are doing is now direct attack I am giving it. So here calculations.py. This is a file name. In Python, listen all of you. In Python, calculations.py file name itself treated as a module name. This is one of the wonderful point I am saying. Listen all of you carefully. If you run before me, it is your own choice. I am not saying anything to them. Okay? Listen what I am saying. Because you will suffer like anything when you cross me. Right? So calculations.py is treated as a module name. Every file name in Python is treated as a module name. From now onwards, you take it as what? Every file name is treated as a module name. Treated as a module name. That module name in our Java programming, if you are my Java student already, creating a package and then you reusing the package is a big headache. It is taking 3 days of time. Here it will not take even 3 minutes also. 3 minutes also. So treat it as a module name. That means as a team leader, I developed calculations.py, treated as a module name. Here I am not calling the main program. Main program I am not calling. It is just designed for global reuse. Global reuse means what? Software engineer 1, software engineer 2, they will go for using again and again. Treated as what now? Module name. Come on, take this point. Calculations.py is called a file name. Treat it as a module name. Go to this place. Now I will say import calculations. What is calculations actually? It is after all one file name. Creating a module in Python is easy or difficult? Creating a module in Python is easy or difficult? Easy, sir. Easy, sir. Which one is treated as a module name? Which one is treated as a module name? The file name itself is treated as what? Module name. Now you are importing here. Import calculations. What is calculations here? Module name. Module name, this is called. Module name. And then this function, how I will calculate? Calculations dot simple interest, you can say. Calculation is called a module name. Module name dot your function. Module name dot your function. See carefully. A module is a collection of what? Calculations is called what? Module name. Module name contains what? Function. Function is there. Function here. This function I am going to reuse in another place. Ultimately, reusing the code is important. Reusing will be in the same program. Reusing will be across the program. Now execute it. Now execute it. Now how I am calling? Execute it. See how my function I am calling? Calculations dot simple interest. Our PVM will go to calculations. Calculations is called my program name. In that there is a simple interest is there. That will execute. Now you are passing that. Now execute. You are passing 2004,6. Execute now. SC1. Yes, got the result. Happy. 2000 and rate of interest and then amount and then getting the result. Now SE2, same thing I will go to SE2, another person. See, very simple. Very simple. I will tell you lot of examples, Lot of examples I will tell you, dear students. See, just to follow me. SE2.py. SE2.py. There I am doing what? Again I am doing what? Calculations. I am going to call it as simply I am calling my function. Calculations. I am taking 12,000 and I am saying 8 and then 9 I am passing. When I save my program SE2, will it be compiled? Will it be executed? Will it be executed, guys? No, it will not execute. It will not execute. See that SE2.py, it is an error. Cal interest is not defined. Now, is it easy to reuse across the programs or difficult to reuse? Is it easy to reuse or difficult to reuse? Easy to reuse, sir. How do you reuse? Which one? Import. What is that? Calculations. Calculations is called what actually? It is a file name. The file name is treated as what? File name is treated as what? Module. So, call this function. Call this function. Now call this function. Which one I need to take? Take this type of file name. Itself is acting as a module name. Calculations. What should I do? Call the calculations module as what? Calculations.cal simple interest. Execute it now. How easy it is. Execute. Now you see, got the result. 12,009 and then that like this we got it. How easy it is. Am I clear? Yes. So functions will provide what? Same program reusability. Modules will provide what? Across the reusability. Let me give you one more example. It is very easy, dead easy. Such an easy concept now. People can't understand. Let me give you one more example. Dear students, look at ma, one more example I am giving. Look at, very, very careful. All of you, all of you. Now I'm taking one thing called ICICI banking dot py. ICICI dot py is a concept. ICICI dot py. Listen, all of you. This is called my module. ICICI dot py will give you an address of ICICI banking head office, for example. Right? Huh? So ICICI dot py, ICICI dot py is going to contain, ICICI dot py is going to be called what? One file name which is going to contain its address. Carefully follow it. What is that now? HNO is equal to some address I am taking 23 40 45 something like green building. Now I am saying that some address green building. Right. Next city is equal to HYD. Country is equal to COUNTRY. Country is equal to India. This is the one I am saying. Green building, something like what I am writing. Amirpet also I am writing. Comma, Amirpet. For example, I am writing. This is the information I am writing. Some information I am writing. So ICICI dot py, house number is so and so, city is so and so, country is so and so. The values are there. HNO, city and etc. Now I am writing here. Print of. What is that? What is that I am saying? Address of ICICI banking, ICICI bank. Now I am printing. Print of what is this now? HNO, house number is equal to command fast dot format of HNO. Next I am going to talk about city. Now I am going to talk about the city. Now here I am talking about the city. Next I am going to talk about the country. Now I am going to talk about the country because it is available into multiple countries. COUNTRY. Country I am taking it. I am taking the country. Now tell me if you really follow me. ICICI dot banking. Now it is reused in the same place. These are called what? The HNO, city, country are called what? Can anybody can answer my question? HNO, city, country are called what? Can anybody can tell in the class? Function. Ashish. Is it a function? Huh? Is it a function? They are called global parameters. Super. Some of the students are saying global variables. Excellent. When you say function means I am just disguising by myself. Really speaking. Right. These are called what? Global variables they are called. I am accessing in the same program only. Really feeling like anything. Right. So I don't want to hear about that words. So ICICI dot py. Execute. Py I am writing here ICICI dot py. I got the data like this. Happy. Now we mentioned these variables inside the same. As well as we printing the address here. Right. So we are going to be inside this program. What are all the variables you are taking that can be used throughout my entire same program? In the entire program, I can use it anywhere else in the same program only. Now I am writing this ICICI dot py. Now SC2, SC3, these are the two people are there. Through two other people are there. Now I am taking another Python program. I am using Python. Who is this? SC3 dot py. Right. SC3 dot py. Are you able to follow? Right. Shuhovan is asking one doubt. They are not inside a class. So the things which are present inside the class are called global variables. Who taught you Python earlier, ma? Mr. Suhovan, who taught to you Python earlier to you? Where you learned Python earlier, ma? Suhovan, you see this answer, ma? First time you are studying and you are saying that these are not inside a class, you are saying. Not inside a class means you are saying that studied in C now. In C language class is there, huh? In C language class concept is there, huh? In C language class concept is there, huh? Then why you, did I say in the class, huh? Did I say that these are not inside the class and we can say global variables are just variables? You are keeping 3 question marks and all those things. So there is no meaning here, ma. There is no meaning. So there is no meaning here. Inside a class or outside the class, if you are there in my class of that, you need to understand in my class. And 3-4 question marks means what? Even if you put off 100 question marks, there is no meaning of it. I already told in my class yesterday only what is a global variable, what is a local variable, what is a global keyword, what is a globals function. Yesterday only I made you very much clear. And you are saying today, inside the class, outside the class, these are all called wrong terminology. Innocency in this kind of things. Of course, it is your own thing. I'm not going to worry about that. So here, let us coming to the point of it. Global variables are those which are present in the same place. So, coming to the Mr. Chetan, I am going to talk about what? In modules now. Let us going on, listen along with me. Okay? If you go without thinking about my explanation, if you go your own direction, I already told you. Okay? Next time, I can't say what is the next thing happens. You follow me, that's it. Right. So I'm saying once again, after these modules and packages are over, you will feel that everything will be covered. Everything will be covered. Same folder, different folder. These are all called left hand, left finger in our class. Folders, I am not explaining here folders mechanism. I am explaining programming mechanism. Folders mechanism is going to be left hand, left finger in the class. Okay, don't try to go for out of your syllabus. Out of syllabus in the sense, don't go to what you call settings in the mobile, that kind of things. Please get the things what I am doing in the same program only. I am saving it. You look at that first. I am doing in the same place. Okay, right. So follow me and don't before I explain, you try to do anything. It is your own risk, ma. I am not responsible for it. I said so many times, even I tired for it. Right? It is up to you. So, if in different folder, how to do it? See, I am telling to you once again to you. In different folder, how to work. In different environments, how to do it. Everything I will explain to you. Again and again, if you go for, before me, if you go for working on anything, when I give a tablet, you use the tablet. Your problem will be solved. If you use your own tablet, if something happens, we are not responsible. Okay, doctor is doctor, follow the doctor. Okay, so this I said so many times for many people, and only for 2 to 3 people only I said, and they will be still continuing that. So I don't know what is the problem with you, right? So coming to the point of it, I'm trying to say to you the concept. In the same folder, how to work it. In the different folder, how to work it. How to prepare the libraries. I'm going to explain lot of things in the class. So why you will touch unnecessarily my flow and why you will disturb my class, right? Follow that. Next time, if such things are coming, it's problem, I'm telling to you, right? Coming to the point. So house number is equal to something like this. Okay. City is equal to something, country is equal to something. These are all called what? Variables, right? These are called global variables, we can call. These global variables where I am using in the same place I am using. But I am interested to use the same type of thing. I am interested to use the same type of thing in other place called SE3. SE3. SE3 is another software engineer. He is trying to print the address of ICICI banking. Address of ICICI banking he is using. Address of ICICI banking is using. Right? So, Mr. Chetan, I'm getting one more thing into my mind. you see, in the packages concept, I used to discuss, where I used to discuss, I will show you. Because you are having so hurry, na? Why I am getting some inconvenient because of things, na? When I am going to explain in the further, why these people are so hurry, so excited, that is my botheration. That is my botheration. And Omkar also is asking the same thing, which I have seen it. Packages you see, in the packages you see, this is the points where I am going to explain. Packages you see, these are all things which I am going to explain in the class like anything. But why these people are not understanding, that is my botheration. In packages, I am going to explain like anything. In packages, I am going to explain like anything, right? So I will show you that. Let us look into that. Let us look into that. So again asking, what is IBM, sir? What is these points? People are not getting this. Okay, right. So if I go on seeing that kind of things, na, I will get mad first. So I don't want to see into that angle, right? So here we are going to talk about many more things of it. So many things I am going to explain in different folder, in same folder, in Python also I am going to explain. So don't disturb me. Please don't try to touch on the part of my regular flow. So he is asking what is IBM, he is asking. So now only I am saying that he is asking what is IBM, right? So for 2 to 3 people, I just don't want to reply 101%. Already I told you, finished, done. Come to the point of it, right? Now coming to the point of it, SE3.py, SE3.py, and here HNO is equal to format of HNO, format of city, format of country. What is happening? You execute this kind of code, and see the output of it. See the output of it, what is happening. So let us go to the point of it. Let us go to the point of it. Here, there, we are going to talk about save it in the folder. So 9 AM, save it modules. Where I am saving it? In the same folder. In different folders, in different drives, I will save it and I will show you that. Different drives and different folders, I will show you that. Right? So coming to the point of it, you execute py and then se3.py. You will get an error. You will get an error. HNO not defined. HNO is called what? HNO is called what? It is called one type of variable which is present into some different folder, different type of file name called ICICI.py. ICICI.py. HNO will not work out in the other program called displays. Other program it will not work out. So if I keep comment here, city will be the error. City will be the error. So city will be the error. City will be the error. It will not work out. And next is called what? Country will be the error. Country will be the error. One by one I am showing to you because it's an interpreted programming language. It is going to be an error. So when everything is an error, what is there? Nothing is right. Address of ICICI banking, nothing is printed. It is called wrong program. Instead of that, what we are going to do is, we are going to conclude my sentences. ICICI.py is called one of the file name. Treated today as what? Treated as what? A module. Treated as a module. Treated as a module. That module name I will import. That module I will import. So let us go to the module here. What is that module here? I will say import ICICI. Now I will write, before that variable name, I am writing module name. Module name ICICI dot HNO, ICICI dot city, ICICI dot city, ICICI dot country, ICICI dot country. Now you execute. Now you execute. This type of place, I am not going to define anything. It is treated for global purpose. So SC3 can use, SC4 can use, any number of persons can use it. ICICI is treated as a module. What is the module contains here? Variables. And the previous module contains what? Function. Now coming to this execution, SC3 you come, and you are getting SC3 once more. I will just save this code Now I will execute. Now you see, I got it. Address of ICICI banking, and this is coming like this. So I am trying to tell you in this case is how to reuse the variables, how to reuse the functions. That combination itself is called a module. What is the definition of module here? What are you under? This you try to understand. Same folder, different folder, which folder, that I will take care. That is very simple. First of all, we need to talk about the heart, all those things. We talk about the feathers which are outside of the world, which is no use of it. We will talk about that also. That is very important. What is important? You try to learn programmatically, you be sound. And you are talking about, you are leaving the mobile and you are worrying about the mobile cover. Right? Come on to the point of it. Try to follow me. Don't try to go for out of your coverage area. Why you want to spoil your career unnecessarily by going for different outside directions? So coming to the point of it. So SC1 is calling this calculation int. Next ICIC is coming to containing like this. So tell me, what is the definition of module? A module is a collection of global variables, not local variables. That's why I'm using the word called global variables. Functions. And next we are going to come across the classes concept will come. Right now we don't know what is the whoops features. We don't know what is the whoops features. Whoops features is going to come across in the further classes. At this point of time, I'm going to give you once again the conclusion. So what are the things reusable across the programs? You tell me first. What are the things are reusable across the programs? Number one, global variables. Number two is called what? Functions are reusable. How can I reuse those things? Through modules only. Through modules only. Okay, now I am going to discuss. Now I am going to write some type of documentation here. So now I am going to enter into the introduction to modules. I am going to enter. Introduction to modules I am going to enter. So let's go to the modules importance. Importance of modules I am going to discuss. Try to follow me. Okay, right. Now, importance of modules. So, importance of modules. There I am going to tell you. Now, coming to the module here, we know that functions concept makes us to understand. Carefully try to follow. We know that functions concept makes us to understand. Functions concept. Let me correct these words. Functions concept makes us to understand. How to reuse. What is that? How to reuse the global variables. How to reuse the global variables. How to reuse the global variables. I am using not local variable. You may keep again local variable. 4 question marks, 5 question marks, you keep it. So that is all called useless things. Try to follow carefully. How to reuse the global variables and functions. How to use global variables and functions. Functions. Of course, heading itself says we know that functions concept makes us to understand how to reuse the global variables. That's it. Within the program makes us to understand how to reuse the global variables within the program, within the same program, same folder, that folder. I will, when I explain the subject now, after explaining my modules and packages, you will be extraordinary, you will become. Okay, so keep in mind that you are in the KVR class. KVR classes are going to be extraordinary programming. So when you are going to taste the extraordinary programming, if you ask me, I'll get irritation first of all. Try to get most perfection here and don't lose respect towards that. So variables within the same program, and never allows us to reuse. Never allows us to reuse the global variables. Never allows us to reuse global variables and functions and functions across the programs. Across the programs. That is what functions will provide. They are called local reusability, I can say. They are called local reusability. Okay, na? Right. Now, what we are going to do to reuse the global variables and functions across the programs, same program I want, across the programs I want, right? Across the machines, across the networks, across anywhere else, across the universe, wherever you are, I want to use it. We go for packages. Level by level, you go for it. So, to reuse, now I am saying that to reuse the global variables, and functions in across the programs and across the programs and in the same program, and in which program? Same program, and in same program. We must use the concept of what? Modules. I am writing in capital letters. We must use the concept of modules. Hence, modules provides what? Hence, functions provides a local reusability and modules provides a global reusability across the programs only. In the same folder, across the folders you want, I will go for packages. Because some of the more anxiety students are there. So when they are listening to today's class, they want to know what is happening in the next month class. They are more anxiety. So I don't want, in English, one proverb is also there that I don't want to say, by saying that I don't want to hurt you. Because you are student now, you are having more anxiety. Because what is happening, I know. That's why I don't want, I'm just directly giving a strict alert for you. Right? Follow the teacher always. That too, especially KVR. He will give you perfection in the subject. Okay, that is only I can say to you, because I don't want to hurt you. You don't go far beyond that. I never consider your things. You follow me. That's it. So to reuse the global variables and functions across the programs in the same program, we must across the programs and in the same program, we must use the concept of modules. Right. So coming to the point of it, we must use the concept of what? Modules. Hence, now I am going to give the clarity. Hence, functions concept provides local reusability. That is nothing but what? Same program. I will say local reusability in the bracket, same program. Right? And the modules provides global reusability. So global reusability. Fine. Global reusability. So coming to the point back, global reusability means what? Across the programs. Yes, Matulya, correct. Right. So across the programs we want to go for it. So to go for across the programs, what we are going to do it? What we are going to use it? Concept of local reusability, go for functions. Concept of modules, go for what? Across the programs. Right. Anyhow, done. Now definition of module, I want to go for it. Point by point, I am going for it. Definition of module I am going to introduce. Right. So coming to the point. So what is the definition of module? How to understand that? It's very, very simple. What is the definition of module? A module is a collection of global variables, that is called variables, and functions and classes. So we don't know what is the class concept today. We know only global variables, which is covered in the last class, and then and then we know what is the function. We know what is the function. So now I am writing a module is a collection of what? Variables. Variables is nothing but what? Global variables. Now I am writing here global variables. Comma functions and classes. What is classes? Don't worry. At this moment of time, don't worry. Right? So coming to the point of it, a module is a collection of variables. Right? So functions and then classes. What is the meaning of classes? We are going to see right now. Don't worry about whatever is explained. You just worry about it. Whatever I explained, you just worry about it. Other than when I did not explain, don't ask me, sir, explain about classes now only. So that type of things you don't expect, ma. And in the order of the subject, I am going to introduce. A module is a collection of variables. That is called global variables and functions. Up to that, be happy. Other things are going to come. Object-oriented programming is going to come. Inside of that, classes will come. Inside of that, objects will come. So many things will be coming inside of it. Next, we are going to introduce. All of you define what is the definition of module. Come on, quickly. What is the definition of module? A module is a collection of, come on, quickly. So follow the order what I am saying. A module is a collection of variables. That is in the bracket. What variables? Not local variables. Global variables strictly. A module is a collection of variables, functions, and classes. What is the purpose of modules? What is the purpose of modules? All of you. What is the purpose of modules? Purpose of modules is to provide the reusability across the programs. Across the programs means what you will reuse. Across the programs means what you will reuse. I will reuse variables. I will reuse functions. I will reuse classes. We don't know what is classes so far. Let's move to the next discussion. Types of modules, sir. Types of modules. Because we are eagerly waiting for how to use this modules concept. We already almost, reused it. Now we are entering into types of modules. Types of what? Modules we want to go for it. Types of modules concept we want to go for it. What are the types of modules here? What are the types of modules here? A module is types of modules. We have two types of modules. Two types of what modules? They are now. First one I am talking about A. Predefined modules. First one is that. Next, second one is called what? Programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules. Okay, what is predefined module? I just want to explain it. What is a predefined module? How I am going to explain you? We are going to discuss. Right. Look at that. The word itself says predefined. The word itself says predefined. The word itself says that is called what? Predefined. What is predefined? What is a predefined module? Predefined modules are those which are already developed by whom? Language developers only. Which are available in where? Python API. Which are available in Python library. And they are all used for what purpose? Universal purpose. Universal purpose. These modules, now I am writing, listen. These modules developed by, already developed, I can write, already developed by Python developers, Python language developers. Language developers means, as on today, people are speaking wrong. Python developer. You are feeling Python developer. We are not Python developers. We are Python programmers. right? So coming to the point of it, these modules are already developed by Python language developers. That is nothing but what ROSM, PSF people, they are all called Python language developers. And they are available in, where? Python language as API. We already seen in the beginning day API. So see here, these modules already developed by Python language developers, and these modules already developed by Python language developers. They are available in Python language as API and used by what? Used for what purpose? Used for universal requirements. This is a very, very important point. Universal requirements. That means we are using the Python libraries, somebody using the Python libraries, many people will use it. In our total concept of it, in our total programming in Python, I'm going to use a lot of predefined modules. We are going to use it. We are going to see so many modules in the class. Even some of the examples, if you want me to tell, OS module, I am going to tell you. OS module, operating system module, I am going to explain. RE module, regular expression module, I am going to tell you. Threading module, I am going to tell you. Multi-threading related kind of things. Next, socket module, I am going to tell you. Network programming, I am going to tell you. Next is called what you know. CX underscore Oracle, and I am going to tell you this module. Next, what not to say, math module. That is all very, very simple. Math module. Next is called a CMath module. Next, calendar module, etc. So many number of modules are there. Even if I go on writing, it will take 24 hours to write all those things. Date and time module. So many number of things I am going to tell you. These are all the modules you did not develop. Already they are called available in the Python API. People are using for which requirement? Universal requirement, they are using it. For universal purpose, they are using it. And we need not to define, already they defined it. We are just enjoying by using that. We are going to develop the programs. Okay. Next, programmer defined modules, we are going to talk about it. Programmer defined modules, we are going to talk about it. Sir, what is this programmer defined modules are? Very, very simple these are. Who will develop this type of modules? The name itself says. Who will develop this type of modules? These modules developed by, come on, quickly, Python programmer they develop. Who will develop these modules? Python programmers. These modules developed by Python programmers. Right. Developed by Python programmers. These modules are developed by Python programmers. Okay, now developed by Python programmers. Where they are available? Available in Python language, Python project. They are available in your Python project. They are available in Python project. Yes, they are available in Python project and used by all Python team members. Python project people they will use. Used by team members of project. And whose purpose and used for and used by team members. For what purpose? For dealing with common requirements. So as I told you, for example, calculation, simple interest calculation is a common for 20 to 25 people of it. What they will do? They will import the module name and they will use it, reusing for common requirement. And this is not going to be a common for other members. They may use it, they may not be using it. Ultimately, what I'm trying to tell in this class is modules are going to be developed by the Python programmer, and they are going to be used by all the team members, and they are dealing with the common requirements. And the predefined modules are going to be providing what? Universal requirements are provided. Are you understanding what I'm talking here? Are you understanding what I'm talking here? Now, we are going to say this called what? Libraries is the old terminology. Library is the old terminology. Dear students, once again try to understand. Once again you try to understand. Library is the old terminology. API is the official name of the library. That I told even in the beginning days. Even in today also I am saying the same thing. So Python library is nothing but API. Again and again, don't ask me the same. API is nothing but official name of the library. In C++ languages, we call it as a library. Library of C++ is a collection of header files. Header file is a collection of predefined functions. Here API is a collection of what? Modules. You take that word at this moment of time. What is a module? A module contains variables. A module contains what? A module contains variables. A module contains what? Functions and classes are there. Right now, don't worry about the classes. You worry about the variables and functions only. You just try to follow me. That's it, ma. Right. So let us follow this. Why I am going to stop you when you are going out of order is because I am fearing where you will commit mistake by yourself. I said go with 80 kilometer speed. You are going 150 kilometer speed. I am bothering that where you stuck up. That is my botheration. Otherwise, what is there? I will ignore simply. So that is only the botheration. Since you are my student, I have to worry about your career. That's it. So what you typed it, I never bother about it because I'm bothering about you. You need to follow me. That's it. So let me go for it. Let me go for it. So whatever things are there, hold it in your paper, and after this, check all these things which will be done. So API is an official name of the library. Done. Now I'm going to enter into. Coming to the point of it, we are entering into how to create a Python module. How to creating a module and reusing the modules. We are entering into creating a module and then entering into the module. Are you able to follow me? Are you able to understand what I am talking here? Creating a module and then reusing a module. We are entering into the discussion. So coming to the next discussion is creating a module and reusing a module. Yes, this is what I am entering into the class. So creating a module and reusing a module which I am going to enter, which I am entering into that. Creating a module and reusing a module. So first we are going to talk about the creating a module. Creating a module in Python is easy or difficult? Just tell me, all of you. Creating a module in Python is easy or difficult? All of you. Easy, sir. How easy? How easy? Tell me. Like a normal day, we will write a Python program. We will save that Python program on some file name. Today what we are saying, every file name is one of the module name. That's it. Very, very simple. Now I am going to say one name. Let us carefully follow. Everybody try to follow. What is my concept here? Let us follow. So what I am saying, here, let us, very, very simple now. What are the simple things here? Creating a programmer defined module is nothing but, listen, creating a programmer defined module is nothing but writing or defining functions. You define the functions, you define the variables, you define the classes, and save it on some file name with an extension .py, that is file name .py. Here, that file name itself is treated as what? Tell me. That file name itself acts as what? Everybody, module name. So creating a module is easy or difficult? Creating a module is easy or difficult? Dead easy, sir. Now I am telling here, writing one step. Creating a module within the double quotes I am writing. Creating a module is nothing but is creating a programmer defined module. That too I will write it, that also. Creating a programmer defined module is nothing but creating a programmer defined module is nothing but is nothing but creating a programmer defined module is nothing but defining or writing or writing oblique I will write it writing what writing a function or functions, whatever you like, write it, whatever you like it. Creating a module is nothing but writing it as a functions, writing it as a defining or writing functions, comma, variables not means not local variables, variables in the bracket. It may be one variable, it may be more number of variables also. I am writing here global variables. In every moment of it, see, I am writing each and every time because I am just getting it out, whether you will forget or something. That's why I am writing in every moment of it. Creating a programmer defined module is nothing but defining or writing functions, variables, that is nothing but global variables, and classes. Right now, don't worry about the classes, because we are entering into the OOPS features. There we are talking about the importance of classes. And the classes will come once again into the module. That I will take care. That time it is dead easy for you. There is no doubt in that. Keep in mind that that is simple for you. Okay. Define classes over and save it and save it on some file name with an extension dot py that is file name dot py. Right? See, that is file name dot py. Here, what is this file name is called? Here, I am writing here file name itself acts as file name itself acts as what name? Module name. Actually, this is very dead easy concept. I am explaining slowly because I need to take care everybody into consideration. Okay, right, done. Sir, what is an example here? Example, if I take it, just now you have seen, of course, the examples also I am going to tell you, and a lot of case study example also I am going to introduce in this class, and try to be patiently you need to listen. So now I am saying that what calculations you have seen calculations.py. Here, this is called one file name actually. It is a file name. But here, calculations is called what? Name? Module name. Calculations.py, no. Calculation is a file name actually. Enter in the bracket I wrote. Calculation is called what name? Module name. This is module name. One more I wrote it. ICICI.py is called file name actually. Dear students, it is called file name. It is file name, and this is itself is acting as what? ICICI itself is called what? Is called ICICI. ICICI is called module name. Like that, every Python file name is called module name. Finished. Okay, sir. Once you create a module, what will happen, sir? Once you create a module, do you know, sir, what will happen? It contains one structure, It contains one structure. Once you treat something as file, something as module name. Listen, Srusti, listen, what I am saying. Now I am talking about the package structure. I am talking about it. So I am going to talk about the module structure, package structure. Because a lot more things are there. Try to inculcate the technical things. Technical things you try to inculcate, right? So don't go in wrong direction by yourself. When you go for creating anything as module, it is going to have some type of skeleton, inbuilt structure will be followed. Whenever you create anything as module, it is internally going to contain some type of structure. This is the diagram I am trying to give you as what? Python internal module structure. Internal module structure. So, internal module structure. Module structure. Okay, what is that module structure? I am going to give you. I will show you also. Internal module structure I am going to show in the class. Yes. Sir, what is that module structure? Sir, very, very simple. Whichever file name you are treated as a module name, and if you use it into another place, automatically one folder will be created. One folder will be created. That folder name starts with underscore PyCache, PyCache, CACHE, PyCache, underscore PyCache. It is one of the folder name which is created, underscore. This is one of the folder which is created by default into your folder where you are working with the modules. Under that module, under that folder name, your file names will be available. Sir, what is that name, sir? Available? I will show you that. I will write it. Just follow me carefully. Just try to follow me carefully. Right. By moving hurriedly, and if you learn anything, which is only today you remember, tomorrow you will forget. 101%. Why should we have the type of lifetime threats? Why don't you go for life happy journey in the subject? So that you try to inculcate in this class. So life threats should not come. It should not be like a bubble on the water. It should be like a permanent journey in the subject of career. Okay. Now immediately what is happening, ma? Do you know? Immediately, do you know what is happening? Calculations we taken. ICICI we have taken it. For example, calculations is a file name. It is a file name which is acting as a module. What is that? Calculations is called one type of file name. Calculations we will verify once. It is called what? Calculation only. Okay. Once it comes to calculation, dot, it is going to contain immediately dot C Python. C. What is the standard Python? Tell me all of you whether you remembered or not. Beginning distributions of Python, something I told you. Are you remembering? What is the standard Python name? C Python. It is going to contain C Python. It is going to add our Python environment. Whatever the file name you have, calculation, you decided to treat that as a module name. C Python dot calculation dot C Python. What is happening? Hyphen. It is going to contain 39 version of your standard Python. So version of your Python .pyc will be added. It is just compiled. Calculation is your file name. This is called your file name. This is treated as a file name. It is actually file name. It is treated as a module name. So why I am going to tell you this? Because interviewer will compulsory ask you. It is called a file name actually, but I don't write file name today. It is called a module name. Every module name is every file name is one of the module name. So once you treat it as a module name, it is going to contain calculations is your file name. C Python -39 is going to be appended by the Python environment .pyc. It is a compiled version of your Python program where we discuss this point beginning days only. For .pyc contains what code? Yes, ma. Yes, Rahul. Very good student. Bytecode will be there. .pyc contains bytecode. Next is called what? ICICI is also created. ICICI dot C Python -39 dot pyc module name that is called. This type of things we need to learn it. This type internal things we need to learn it. You take any student and ask this question, what is the internal module structure? Internal module structure. Ask any student and put this question out of order. They can't, but we need to. Let me show you this internal structure here. Let us go to your place. Let us go to your place where it is Python 9 a.m. Python 9 a.m. Python 9 a.m. He is getting one more doubt. Why 39, sir? Mr. Venkateshwar is getting a doubt. What is Mr. Python version? Mr. Venkateshwar? Everybody is saying that version it is. You don't know 3.9? Do you don't know 3.9? It is a 3.9. It is going to be a 3.9 will be taken into consideration. 3.9 will be taken into consideration, which is called Python version only. So 3.9, they don't want to, in the file name, special symbols are not allowed. So they took it as a 39, right? So let us coming to the point back. Right, coming to this discussion here, Python 9 a.m. Go to the modules here. Look at that modules here. Under that modules, underscore PyCache. Understand that? Underscore PyCache. Underscore PyCache. Within that you see some separate symbol is coming. See that Python, this is a compiled version. Here you see type compiled Python. This is called Python compiled file. Wonderful. See that? Open it. Properties. You go to properties. Let us see the Python version. You see here compiled Python file. What is an extension? .pyc. All of you observe it. Try to learn this type of wonderful things. Python compiled Python file .pyc. See that calculation .c Python -39. 39 is called a version. ICICI. Go to the properties here. Go to the .pyc. It is a compiled version. That means I can use this module anywhere else. Right now I am telling to you in the same folder. Right now I will tell you in the folder. When I start explaining, mind blowing, I will tell you. I can use it in the Python command prompt also I can use it. Because you did not expect. That also I will address in the class. That also in Python command prompt also I will use it. In Python command prompt also I will use it. So today you see, what is today? Tuesday. Today Tuesday. After 1 or 2 days, you see that I will use this. For example, this is the one name. I will use, where is it? I will use this part. Calculations. Yeah, I am using it a command prompt. All of you remember today is Tuesday. Now I am using cal simple interest. It is giving you error. It is not working. Wait for 2 to 3 days. I will use in this place. You will get the result. That time you will say, sir, hands up, claps. You will say. This is the topics which we are going to discuss. You did not expect, but we are going to discuss. That is a subject order, NASCAM order. That is the standards of the subject. Okay, anyhow, let us watch this carefully. Now, are you able to follow this discussion? First of all the file names are treated as a module names only. Internal structure of the files. This is also called as one module name. It is also called as one module name. So tell me, modules can be reusable across the programs at the same time, because 1 or 2 people are worrying about same folder or different folder. So I shown you the scope of the subject. For those people only I am telling, please realize by yourself. So it is called a module name. Okay, right. So what is an extension of your module? If they say that if my XYZ is my file name, treat it as a module name. What is an internal structure of my file? If anybody asks you, you need to say XYZ.c Python -39.pyc. Our module name is acting as file name is that, and that is having an extension called .pyc, which can be used anywhere else across the programming. Right. Leave that part of that, and I will move to the further discussion. So everybody is understanding that creating a module and reusing the module. Okay now? Right. Calculations.py, ICICI.py, and file names are treated as a module names. Next, what we need to understand here, Next, what we need to understand, can anybody can say? Creating a module name is easy or difficult? Creating a module name is easy or difficult? Yes, ma. Sakshi. Sakshi, it is going to change the Python version according to our version, 100%. That's good doubt. That's very good doubt. Sir, Sakshi is asking. Shashi na Sakshi na? Shashi, I think so. Shashi or Sakshi, somebody is asking. Right. See, C Python 39. Okay, ma. Shashi, good. Good doubt. Sir, this is the Python 3.9. In my system, Python 3.9 is there. It is going to be 39. Suppose tomorrow some 3.10 is coming. Will it be changed? 100% it will change according to that version only. Suppose you have 3.7. It is going to be 37. Suppose you have used 3.6. It is going to be 36. It's good doubt. So, coming to the point of it, I hope you are understanding. Since in my system, I am having Python 39. Standard version 3.9, it is going to be taken as this part. Now I am going to tell you how to reuse the modules. Now I am going to tell you about the reusing the modules. Reusing the modules. Dear students, next I am going to talk about the how to reuse the modules. Creating a module is over. Creating a module is over. I will keep just one subheading. I will keep one subheading here only. So creating a module. Okay. Creating a module. The first topic we started with creating a module. Okay, done. Because I kept a common heading there, creating a module and then reusing a module. So module creation is very, very important. Next one, I'm talking about what? Reusing a module. We know how to create a module. I'm going to talk about a very good examples in the class. First, let me cover the topic names. Right. How many ways are there? How many syntaxes I'm going to tell you? So many syntaxes I'm going to tell you. Right. So reusing a module is nothing but accessing the variables and functions and classes of one program into another program. Like what? Suppose you are my team leader and you design some type of code, common code you design for 20 to 25 people. What you will do? You are sitting in your cabin. I am sitting in my cabin. 20 people are sitting in different cabin in the same office. How can they reuse your code into my places? Dead easy. How can I do that? I will tell in the class. I cannot put my head inside of what? My team leader hard disk and which folder he is having. I cannot put my head. I see what? He will make it as a different way and I can reuse it everywhere else. What is that way? I am telling that. That's what I said. In Python command prompt I want to use. See, I used it. You know, this is where I am in D colon, I am in G colon. I will use it in D colon. I will use it in C colon. I will use everywhere else. I will use in USA. I will use it in London. I can use in Germany. I can use everywhere else. That is the subject. Coming to the point of it. At this point of time, what you need to understand, to reuse the module at this level, we are going to. So technically reusable, and next what? With hardware setting up reusable. Hardware setting reusable, we don't want. It is a matter of doing simple way. What I am going to tell you, what we are going to see that time, we are going to go for the environmental variables. What is that environmental variables? We are going to explain. That. One by one, in the certain order, we will go for it. Okay, right. Coming to the point of it, reusing the module is nothing but accessing the variables and functions and classes of one program into another program. Right. Coming to the point of it, even in the same program also, I can use it. Now, coming to that, reusing a module is nothing but reusing the modules is nothing but accessing. Reusing a module is nothing but accessing the variables, comma functions. Which variables, ma? Local variables, huh? Is it local variables? Yes, ma. Can anybody can tell me? Is it local variables? No, sir. Accessing the variables, comma functions. It's a global variables, global variables. Accessing the variables, functions, and classes of one program into another program, into another program, into another program, into another program. That is the meaning of reusing a module. If my team leader design, he will use by himself and he will help to others also. He himself will use in his coding, plus he will help to other people also, not to write the same code again and again. Not to write the same code again and again. That's the meaning of reusing the module. Sir, how many techniques are there, sir? Two techniques are there, sir. Two techniques are there. What are those techniques, sir? Look at that. To reuse the modules. To reuse the modules, we have two approaches. We have two approaches. They are. Okay. What is that? A, by using, one approach already we used it. One approach we already used it. Can you tell me? What is that? Previous class we used reduce function. When I use reduce function, we used import. By using what statement, ma? Import. We will explain what is import in detail. I will explain about this import statement. 4 syntaxes I will tell you. Four syntaxes I will tell you, not one or two. 4 ways I will tell you. You will really wonder. Next, B is what? By using, what is that? Import. By using from is a keyword. Dot. Import is another keyword. From import. By using import, by using from import. Two things are there. Here I am going to tell you 4 syntaxes. Here I am going to tell you four syntaxes. Here I am going to tell you 3 syntaxes. Mind blowing. Nobody can touch this type of syntaxes. They'll tell the brute force approach method, which we never use it in the software industry. We will talk about one by one in the class. Dear students, how many approaches are there to reuse the module? How many approaches are there to reuse the module? 2 approaches are there to reuse the module. What is that? What are the 2 approaches, please? What are the 2 approaches, please? Yes. Number 1, by using what? Import statement. Number 2, by using what? From import. From import we use it. So under that, reusing the module techniques from import, by using import, that we will discuss in the tomorrow's class. By using the tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, complete explanation I will give you. First half an hour we will discuss about the syntaxes of individual things. By using import statement, I will discuss in tomorrow's session. By using import statement, I will explain. This is our tomorrow's discussion. So today I am not going to upload this topic, but I will give you introduction to modules. I will give you the introduction to module. So coming to the point of it, this part, whatever is discussed here, these calculations, I imported already in SE importing. This is only a small approach. Next is SE2, we imported. ICICI.py, this is called one module. How we are reusing it? By saying import. Coming to the point of it, this is the one where importance of module. This I will upload. Regarding this part, creating a module and all, because we are using in middle of it. And don't expect this, I am not going to upload. So index anyhow that will be sending, no problem. This also I will send it. Not an issue. We will send it. Okay. So tomorrow's class, what is our discussion? By using import. And tomorrow I will tell you very good examples. Don't miss the class. Okay. Thank you. Good day. Tomorrow we will enter into the class at sharp 9:10.